is Zarin Hobson with Red Hat Guitar, and last lesson I showed you how to think inside the box in terms of box patterns with the pentatonic shapes 1 through 5, and in this video I'm going to show you how to think outside of the box patterns and do more of a horizontal approach up and down the fretboard. So again, I've been doing these all in the key of A minor pentatonic, so that means you would start your first pattern on the 5th fret here, and you'd go 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, and then back. Alright, and then I showed you how to do all of the box shapes across the fretboard. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, 4, 5, and back to pattern 1. If you didn't catch that lesson, you can go back to the previous lesson and brush up on those. So anyway, if this is your first pattern here, if you go back 2 frets to this 3rd fret here, that is the beginning of your 5th pattern. So what you're going to do is you're going to play from that note. So this is kind of the beginning of pattern 5, and then slide over into pattern 1. So what you have there is 3, 5, 3, 5, 7. Then you're going to continue that pattern, and you're going to go down to the D string, and you're in pattern 1 now. You're going to go 5, 7, 5, 7, slide over to 9. Alright, then you're going to go down to the B string, and you're going to continue with this pattern, and you're going to go 8, 10, 8, 10, slide over to 12. So it's pretty symmetrical. You're doing the same kind of pattern, you're just shifting up a couple frets each time. And then of course, every time you ascend, you want to descend. So what you're doing is you're combining pattern number 5 into pattern number 1, into pattern number 2, into pattern number 3, and then you're going backwards, pattern 1, pattern 5. So this gives you more of an outside of the box approach. So instead of playing these little box patterns and these shapes up and down the fretboard where there's 5 of them, now you're sort of expanding and going horizontally across the fretboard, and it becomes a little bit more melodic. And I can give some song examples, like so many people, you know, especially in the blues, going from that second pattern back into the first. In the solo to Money by Pink Floyd. So they do it in B pentatonic, which is a whole step higher than the key we're doing. But it's the same concept. Going from pattern 2 into pattern 1 into pattern 5. And I'm just gonna tune up a little bit here because I literally just changed my strings before making this video, so everything keeps going a little bit flat, especially the string bends. So there's a lot of examples of that. Carry On My Wayward Son. And that one's even an A as well, going from pattern 5 into pattern 1. The solo to Let It Be by the Beatles. There's just so many examples. So I'll put some in the description if you want to check it out and learn some of these examples to kind of apply that. So that is one shape. So we're going, so again, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10, 12, and then back. So note-wise, that would be G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, same notes that you're playing, just in different different octaves. You're spanning 3 octaves there. You're starting from the low point into the middle octave and then the higher octave there. And again, you get like this nice, you know, melodic approach. So that's one way to do it, pattern 5 into 1 into 2. And there's another place where you can do this in A, starting on pattern 3 into pattern 4 into pattern 5. So I'll show you, you're going to go fretwise 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, slide over to 14, 12, 14, 13, 15, slide over to 17, finish out with 15, 17. So this one you're going from pattern number 3 into pattern number 4 into pattern number 5, and then of course going backwards. And I can write this out on a piece of paper and post it on my website with the tab and the scale diagram forms and everything for anyone who's not following along or if I'm moving a little too fast. So note-wise, this is going to be D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, and then back. Right? So again, so you have more of this melodic approach. Again. Right. So it's kind of neat, like you get this really melodic approach going on. So again, that's pattern number 3 into pattern number 4 into pattern number 5, and you've got like all this horizontal motion connecting the patterns as opposed to thinking them in little box shapes and little blocks up and down the neck. So so there's many ways to play these pentatonic shapes and to connect them and everything, but these two connections really span the whole fretboard because you're going from 5 to 1 to 2 and then 3 to 4 to 5. So you have this whole range of your fretboard, and you can do this in any key. And you know, as I always say, if you learn it in one key, you should learn it in all keys. You know, always pay attention to your technique, your alternate picking, and what you're doing with your fingerings. As you notice, a lot of these, like all of these, I'm just using my pointer and my ring finger and sliding across the neck. Same here. It's just pointer and ring finger. And you notice when you play a lot of blues and rock, it's really mostly just these two fingers. And it makes it so easy to kind of play around. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a series of pentatonic applications in hopes to kind of take everyone out of the scales and more into making music with these. But you know, it all starts with learning your shapes and learning your patterns and learning your scales and playing them across the fretboard. And then it's all about, you know, kind of breaking outside of the box of things and playing different ideas. So I have a bunch of exercises I'm about to post as well on how to you know, kind of break out of the pattern of just ascending and descending the scales all the time. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I'll do another one soon.